Hello, everybody. This is Wellington. We're starting our web class, and I like to welcome everybody. All the students from private students from the community, from private lecturers. Please be welcome, and let's start. Tonight, we're gonna start this web class. It's a very powerful tool, so you can improve your English. With the word why. Why are you learning English? That is the most important question before you start learning English. Why are you learning English? If you don't know the why, it's become difficult for you to go to the process of learning because it can be long, can be hard, can be difficult, lot of struggles if you don't know why are you learning English. But the first question you have to ask yourself, start learning English, is why I'm learning English. Why I'm gonna go to the other side of the road. What I'm gonna find over there. What I'm gonna get over there. What I'm looking for, what I'm searching for. It's become difficult to get to the other side of the bridge, the other side of the road. It's very important to ask yourself why. Give me an example. Let's see if you're trying to learn English because you are sick and tired of watching movies with the subtitles. You know, all the words on the bottom, you have to watch a movie and read the Portuguese version, and this sometimes make you sad. Makes you, oh man, I wish I could speak English and understand what they're saying. And if that's one reason, okay, it's a good reason because a lot of people in Brazil doesn't watch a movie uh, like just watching. They have to look for the subtitles, or sometimes watch on the Portuguese, double English, double to Portuguese. Let's make it worse. Your reason, let me see, you want to listen to English songs from United States, from the UK, maybe Australia, New Zealand. You want to watch in Canada, and you want to watch you want to listen to a music, a song, and you understand what they say. Sometimes the song goes like, "Hello, it's me," and you all know the hello, and you say, "Oh, this music, the song sounds so nice." What you saying? What's the message of behind the song? And you don't know. Maybe you want to learn English so you can understand English songs. That's good reason, very good reason to learn English. So you can listen to music and understand, you can translate the music, you can go and improve your vocabulary through music. That's a good way. Sometimes you want to study overseas. So sometimes you already finished your degrees, your master degree, and you go overseas, you want to do some PhD, you want to do some you cannot go over there because English is a barrier for you. You can't go to United States or to the UK to study because you don't have the language to go over there and to study in English. It's very depressing. It can be a breakthrough for you as well. Sometimes you wanna learn English because you wanna travel, or you travel a lot. But every time you travel, you're traveling to America, you're traveling to the UK, or maybe you go to another place and people are speaking English all the time. Sometimes you go to a cruiser from Santos to Salvador, and the tourists come to talk to you, and you uh, hello, good morning, how are you, on fine, thanks, and you finish. You can't go any further because your English is so limited. You don't have no English to talk to people, to meet new people, to learn about new cultures. English to travel is something that you need, that you want. That's good. So, but you must find a specific reason. Let's say if you work for a company and your company is buying or selling to companies in the United States or overseas, and most of the documentation, most of the transactions, international transactions are in English, and you have been struggling for the last few months, few years, because your English is so limited. If the telephone rings, and you know someone's from overseas, you start shaking, and your English cannot be fluent for for that reason. So you have to define what you want to speak, what to listen, and what you would like to do with your English. If you don't know why are you learning English, it's become difficult. It's become hard, and that's why we. I actually, I personally, I meet so many people. They hate English. They say, "Oh man, I cannot learn English," and sometimes they say, "Oh man, English is not for me." And sometimes they just like to get a conversation, no, keeping going on and rolling. And I say, "Do you know how to drive a car? Do you know how to ride a bike? Do you know how to cook?" And it's like English. No, you need to do something. If you know how to do something else, play a music instrument, it's basically it's the same. There's no such a thing as I born to speak English. He born to drive a car. He born to ride a horse. No, everybody, anybody can speak in English. Why? Because it's something that you have to put some effort. It takes some discipline. Sometimes you're gonna go through a process where you have to, uh, if you want or if you don't want, you have to pay the price. There's English, there's a phrase, no pain, no gain. And this is for anything in life. But to learn English, it's very easy if you know why and how. I'm going to try to explain, basically, the reason why it's so important. If you define, why you have to learn English, why English it must become part of your life. If you have a reason, you know why, so you can have a plan and the journey to get there. Because if you're just planning to learn English songs, how to listen, it's one plan. If you want English to travel, it's another plan. You can't take the same journey to learn music and learn how to deal a conversation on a trip to America or on the cruise. It's different ways. Oh, but you need to speak English, of course. Let me help you. In any language, English, Portuguese, Spanish, French, Italian, German, we have to learn how to master the four basic abilities of the language. We need to learn how to read. We need to learn how to write, how to speak and listen and understand. Let me give you an example. I know some friends that speak Chinese, Mandarin fluently. They speak Mandarin and they understand easily. He doesn't know how to write and read, but he can listen and understand. He can speak Mandarin, Chinese. I know some people that can speak Japanese. They can listen, understand. They can have a conversation, and he doesn't know how to write all the signs and the symbols in Japanese. But it's a four ability we have in English, like in Japan and in Korean and in Australia. We have four abilities: read, write, speak, and listen. Once you understand that we have four abilities, core abilities that you have to develop in the process to learn a new language. Now, if you know why are you learning, you can concentrate and you can manage your studies towards your learning process to get there. Let me give you another example. If you are just want to learn English because you want to say, I don't know, you want to read books or you want to play games on the computer, you don't need to learn all the information about English. You only need to learn things concerning to the game, to the sport. That is your focus. That's your concentration. But if you don't know why I learn English, become a challenge for you. Let me give you a situation that sometimes I help my students with 2 points, very important point, 2 points. I want, I love. I want, I love. I have it, I need it. When we understand these 2 points, I want, I love. I have to, I need. That is a division here that's help you and open up a new world for you. Let's use an example. You love to learn English songs. You love to watch movies. You love to read. And if you love to do this in English, it becomes much easier. It's much easier when you do something that you love. Let's use a chef. A chef eats cooking food. He loves to cook. So for a chef, he is going to a kitchen and that's his playground. He can spend hours inside the kitchen and he's always happy because he's doing something he loves. But if you take me to a kitchen, I don't love to cook. I cook sometimes, fry an egg. Sometimes I make some rice and beans, but I don't love to cook. It's something I do just for the sake of eating. I don't love. I don't love. Sometimes I have to. Can you see it? I love and have to. If you learning English because you love to learn a new language, you love the idea to understand kind of English songs. You love the idea to watch all kind of movies and learn about directors and actors and all kind of things. That's your ball game. So you're going to be learning much quicker because you don't have to. You love. You want. And if you want, it's emotional. I'm telling you, it's something behind here. I don't know, inside. It helps us to go through the process without pain, without struggles, without suffering. But if you have to, man, it's like wake up in the morning. If you love, you wake up in the morning and do some exercise and start life in the good mood. You love this. Oh man, that's unbelievable. Sorry. But if you don't love, and let's say tomorrow you have to get up early to go to the doctor. Man, you have to. So if you have to, it's not the same if you love. Sorry. Let's say if you love to play a music instrument, it's become lovely to play music and to learn more songs. And if you have to, because your father, because your mother, like your boss, Your boss tells you, okay, John, okay, Mary, for next month, our company is paying for you to do an English course. And you have 6 months to learn to speak English. If you don't have English easily, fluently, we're gonna fire you. We're gonna send you home. You must learn English in 6 months. Now you have to. And now, because you have to, you don't want, you don't love to learn English. You have to. Now, is all the clouds coming to your eyes. Your ears start to close. And all your muscles and veins start contracting because you have to. It's logical. It's not emotional. And then you have a problem. Because your why now, it's not because you want. Because you want to find, you want to get somewhere. It's because you have to. When in life, when you have to do something you don't want, it automatically we have some problems on the process of learning. That's why when you learn a new language, can be English, Spanish, Italian, do it for the love of the game. Don't do it because you have to. If you do it because you have to, it's going to take years, decades, and sometimes you never get there. You will never will get there because you don't want, you have to. Another simple example, if you go to the gym in the morning, because you want to look nice and you want to become fit, and you want to feel good about yourself, and you go to the gym. And you know why you're going to the gym, because you want to look nice. It's sometimes tricky. If you don't have a specific reason why are you going to the gym, it can happen. You can drop out. How? Man, go to the gym and look in the list of clients. How many people paid in 2016 to start a new lifestyle? And look now how many people actually are going to the classes, go to the gym. I think it's about 20%, is 5%. Because most of the people, they are going to the gym with the wrong reason, the wrong why. If you have a specific reason why you're going to the gym, you certainly you're gonna get what you want. Another example is the doctor says to you, you have to go to the gym because you are overweight, because your cholesterol is up, your diabetes is high, you have to go for some exercise to decrease your weight. You have to go back to 65, and then you have to. And then because you have to, I'm telling you, all the weight is so heavy. Your breathing is bad. Your entire environment in the gym is horrible. It's become difficult because you have to. However, if you have a different mindset about I'm going to the gym because I'm going to look good, I'm going to go up in the stairs and I'm not going to lose my breath, and if you have a good reason, if you have a good specific why, it's impossible to not finish your and you have the good result, because the why is the key point on a decision to learn English. Before you starting, if you're already starting, Don't go to bed tonight without asking yourself why I'm learning English. Because if you don't know why are you learning English, you're probably going to be running on circles like the dog chased the tail. Running, 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 and never getting anywhere. Find out why you want to learn English. And then, if you know why, let's go to the next step. First word is why. Why I'm learning English. Second word, how. Why? Why? How? How I'm going to watch movies in English. How I'm going to, and then if you can see over there, you watching yourself, listen to music and understand, watching move. Now you know where it is. Questions, how I'm going to get there? What is my plan? What's my plan to get over there? I have to learn everything? No! You cannot learn everything on the process. First, because it's too much stuff. It's too much stuff to be learning if you want to learn everything. It's impossible. It's impossible. Students cannot. Teachers cannot learn. You have to focus on something and learn just this way. Just this path. You cannot go and try to get all the world, the English universe for you. No, you won't be able to get it. You have to go on your path. There's one move, I was watching it a couple of times, called The Wizard of Oz. No, Dorothy from Kansas City. The house was taken from her land, and the house landed in another place, and she was trying to figure out how to go back home. And she found some three friends, the lion. And what happens? There was the Dorothy and the friend was asking, how can I get to the Wizard of Oz? Because he is going to help me to find the way back home. And every single person they asked, they were saying the same thing. Follow the yellow brick road. They didn't say, go all over the world. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. And Dorothy and friends followed the yellow brick road, got to the wizard, and they find out there's no magic at all. You know the story. My point is, you have to find one specific way. You cannot learn grammar rules. You can learn music and movies and English technical vocabulary. You cannot learn all at the same time. You have to define what you want and how you're going to get it. First, why. Second, how. And then, now you got a direction, and you can eliminate or you can take it out all the other stuff that's coming on the way to try to block your vision. Because if you open the internet now, if you go to the internet, man, there's so many English courses. If you go to Facebook, it's so many new methods, the revolutionary method and the special method, the system, and you cannot grasp all this information. Go get all this information together. You won't be able. If you don't have a focus, if you don't have a direction, you're just going to be running at the same place, like a dog chasing the tail. Okay? But if you have a direction, the things going to come. Oh, they're going to say, oh, you must go to this new apps, this new English course, this new internet course. No, no, no. You have a direction, you have a focus. Now, I'm gonna just on this way. Forget about others. And then it's much easier to get what you want, to get where you want, because now you don't have so many external influence to confuse you. So let's give an example for you, the why and how. Just make it simple for you to understand. Okay, teacher, I want to learn English because I'm playing games on computer, and sometimes I cannot go to the next level because there's a message from the game and I can't read this message and I cannot go to the next level. I stop on this level because I don't have enough English to overcome. Now you have a reason. It's emotional. You want to get to the end. You want to cross the bridge. You want to go over. And then what you're going to do? You're going to stop. It's going to freeze the screen. You're going to get this phrase. You're going to write down. And you're going to go to the Google Translate, whatever you're going to use, and you're going to translate, and then you're going to go to the next level. And every time there's a message showing for you, stop, go to the computer, get the Google Translator, and then find out how to go to the next level. And what's going to happen? You're going to, I know you're going to play games every day. If every day is a playing game and you translate the phrase, go to the next level, translate the phrase, what's going to happen? You're going to go to the end. And the next game, the words is going to be the same. The phrase is going to be the same. And suddenly, you're going to be playing other games and you don't need to translate anymore because you know how it works. Probably one word, new word that you have to look for the translation. But the fact is, you're going to go through the end of the game, you're going to finish the game, and you don't have to learn all the past and future and present continuous. You don't need to learn that. It's important for teachers who teach people that are going to write exams. They're asking in all the exams, they're asking you about all this information. But you are just playing a game. You don't need to go through all this information. What's your focus? I want to go and finish this game. I want to finish all the levels. Learn all this. Because that's what's involving you. That's what that's what you're coping with. Just a game. You don't need to learn about Adele's new song. That's not your job. That's not your idea. You just want to play the game. So focus on learning just this vocabulary and get a mechanism to help you to translate and go through. Let's say if you want to learn English because you want to listen to American English songs and you want to understand. Rather, you don't have to go through all the process of learning grammar rules and go deep and deep and deep to learn all the grammar rules to get a song and learn about the song. Hello? Get the song? You got the song. There's so many websites on the internet that you can get the music, the song, the lyrics, and get the translation, look for the translation, try to understand and compare one song to another, get your best band or your best singer, and try to just focus on that. The next 6 months, the next 12 months, just try to learn all the songs. Forget about movies. Forget about games, video games. That's not your aim. That's not what you want. You want to learn how to understand. So more you listen to music, you get the lyrics translated, more you listen to get the music, and then you can surely you can get some new apps and some websites that can help you to translate song, to practice song, to sing the song, to do the karaoke, whatever. Focus only on that. You don't need to get all the information, because your why, the reason why you learn English, is because you want to listen to this understand. Don't go to the grammar rules, don't go to translate games, don't go to, just step on that. Focus on that, nothing more. And then, if you focus on that, you see that then you're going to leave behind so many bags, so many things that they telling you all these years that you have to learn the to be verb, you have to learn the passive voice, you have to learn this. Get up on this. Focus just in the things that matter for you, not all the other things, okay? And let's say if you learn English, not because of video games, of songs, of movies, or series on TV. Let's say if you need to learn English because it's part of your occupation, it's part of your work, and you want to learn, not because you have to. You want to learn how to speak English. You want to write some articles to the newspaper or to the magazines. You want to share information with doctors and lawyers. You want to do, if that's your aim, okay, now it's a huge why. And then, what I say from now to the back, you have to just hold your thought. Because if you want something bigger, you need to work much as the guy who just learning new songs. Okay? So you need to understand your why is big, your reason is big. Of course, it's going to take you more time, it's going to take you more effort, it's going to take you more discipline, more commitment. It's not going to just get up in the morning and say, okay, let's start learning. No, you're going to need something bigger. A big journey, a long journey. You're gonna learn on the process. That's the 4 abilities: listen, speak, read, and write. Is gonna be much bigger than a person that just gonna learn English to travel. However, it's long, it's big, but it's gonna give you more knowledge, more confidence. It's going to give you more than a person just learn a basic or a small reasoning. Let's put it this way. Otherwise, I just want to learn English. I just want to be fluent. No. Let's stop on that. Fluence takes time. When we talk about fluence, we're talking about I have to be a master of the 4 abilities. I have to read, I have to write correctly, I have to listen and understand, and I have to speak at least 70 to 90% understandable. I'll never, ever, ever, never going to be a native speaker because they are native. The American is a native speaker. The British is a native speaker. The Australian is a native speaker. Like I'm speaking Portuguese as my first language. I'm a native. Nobody else can speak a Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese better than I. Okay? The American guy, they can spend 10 years in Brazil. They can speak Portuguese, but I would never speak a better Portuguese because I'm a native. Same happens to the English. You're never going to be able to speak English 100% like a native. Forget about this. I always give an example, the Chinese people. The Chinese, they speak tomorrow. Give me 1 real. They could speak real. They could speak tomorrow. Speak tomorrow, 1 real, because that's how they speak. They won't be able to speak correctly, 100%. You can understand it. That's how you're going to speak. That's how I'm going to speak to them. For me, sounds perfect, my English. For them, man, what a bad English. These guys confuse me because it's not my first language. I'm not a native. I'm speaking English as better as I can to make myself, so they can understand me, but never like a native. And you and me, we're gonna be learning English. Forget about this fluence. I'm a fluent. Sometimes guys say, "Oh, this guy speaking English fluent." It survives. Fluency, it's hard to get because you need to study. You need so much years. Sometimes I see some promises on the market. Oh, I'll make you fluent in 3 months. I'll make you fluent in 6 months. No. The correct is, I will start the fluence process in 6 months. It's a process, and it's a long process. And I don't know if you shocked. I'm shocking you now, but that's the reality. That is the reality. Once you learn, listen, understand, and start speaking, and your eyes open up. Say, man, I have so much to learn. So much to learn. And if you wanna learn English, and your reason is because you wanna go immigrate to another country, if you wanna work over there, certainly, the information that you're gonna be learning is not the same from the guy just who's playing some video games. Not the same the guy or the girl who's gonna learn some English song, how to understand English song. And then, but if you know that it's going to be a long journey, you can prepare yourself, you can equip yourself with the right tools, with the right coaching, and it's going to be much easier. And it's going to be, you're going to enjoy the process. You cannot do something suffering and struggling. Sorry, it's not going to happen. That's why so many people quit. You see, on my last few years of experience, why people give up English course, why they give up to learn English. First, because naturally we quitters. We quit English course, we quit jam, we quit university, we quit jobs, we quit relationships. We are quitting all the time. We're just giving up everything in life, we're giving up. That's what it is. Except, okay, we are quitters. Okay? And the second reason is because people start things with the wrong reason. They don't know why they're starting. And if you're starting with the wrong why, you're gonna drop out. I'm certainly you're gonna you probably know some friends that start learning to play the guitar and they quit. You probably know some friends start a new diet and quit, give up. You probably know you probably know some people that starting a new business and they quit. It's not because they are not winners. It's not because they want to quit. It's because they start with the wrong reason. The why was not 100% correctly, was not define it properly. That's why it's important on our first web class to get this message. Why? Why are you learning English? If you don't know why, please, on the bottom of the video, this video is going to be online. Now it's online stream broadcasting, but this video is going to be on YouTube. So write down why. You don't know why. Just let's chat. Let's exchange some ideas. And I'm going to try to help you to define why you must learn English or not. Some people are doing English because a friend is doing English. Okay, I don't have nothing else to do in life. My friend is going to English course. I'm going to go to English course as well. Wrong reason. And why? It's the first word. The second word, how. And the how, it's easy to help you. We have some people here as spectators, and I'm going to be open in 7 minutes for questions. You are able to ask any question, okay? And because it's a very complicated web class, but I'm trying to simplify for you on this way. If you want to learn English, if you want to learn a new language, you have to find why are you learning? What are you looking for? What you want to get on the end of the road? Don't just starting because you want to start. Don't start because everybody's speaking. And don't start because you heard someone. No, start with your own reason. Your why is the most important for you. And then once you got your why, it's going to help you to the second level or second step or the second word. How? How it's much easier if you know the why. I'm going to the Rio de Janeiro to visit my family. How? I can take the plane, I take the bus, I can drive. But I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to my sister's house in Pedra de Guaratiba, Rio de Janeiro, Carmópolis, November. I know everything. I know exactly where I'm going. I know the address. I know exactly where I'm going. I have to find how. How? By bus, by plane, car. But I know now where I'm going and how. English is the same thing. If you're going to learn how to speak English, before you learn English, what do you want to learn in English? What's the aim? What's your purpose? Why you want to learn English? Once you define this, it's become easy for you because now you know how to get there. And if you don't know how to get there, we can help you. We have classes going all over Santo André. We have classes on the Skype, Hangouts. We can help you to define why and how you get there. And it's going to be a very, very nice journey. It's going to be a wonderful journey. It's going to be a happiness and joy on the process. But if you know how and why. If you don't know why and how, you're going to be paying for English class. You're going to be paying for materials. You're going to go to class and your result always going to be the same. Nothing you're getting. And the reason, our next video, next week, it's going to be about technique. It's a technique that's called the shadowing techniques. Okay? The shadowing techniques is a technique that I'm going to teach you how to help you. And this technique you can use to play a video game, you can use to learn songs, watch a series, 2.5 Men, Big Bang Theory. You can use to watch a big movies. It's very simple technique. It's gonna help you to learn English much efficiently than just go through the whole process. I hope this Webclass helps you today. It's helping you today to understand your starting point. Maybe you are 2 years, 5 years learning English and you can't get anywhere. Maybe tonight, this Webclass can help you to open up your eyes, okay, man, I was doing the wrong thing. I was just learning, and try to learn, and we're never learning. Because you never figure out the starting point. Where I'm going to, what I want. And that's the word why. And the second word, how. And please use this YouTube video. You can share with the people. You can put your own information and your opinion. Let's share. Let's discuss. Let's talk about this. And if you have an English tutor or a teacher or lecturer, go there. Tell him to watch this video, and let's open our discussion. But don't go just madly studying everything, anything, and anytime. No. Get a focus. Because if you get a focus, certainly it's going to be much easier. I can use this web class not just for learning English, for anything else. It's a class with some philosophy as well. So you can, you can use in life as well. Define what you want. Define how you're going to get to the point that you want. And certainly, it's going to be much ease and much fun. And you're going to be happy learning this wonderful language. Now, you are open up for questions. I have a question here from Jose. Jose is asking here, say, Wellington, how can I define 1 or 2 or 3 points as a why? It's a very good question, Jose. Remember, Jose, your why don't have to be just one why, okay? Just remember, if you're learning English, English can be used to listen to songs, watch movies and series, and to travel. You can have all this why, let's say this way. You can have all this, you can. I want to end up my journey, certainly, watching movies, series, listen to songs, understand, and traveling comfortable. You can have this why. Of course, there's 4 different reasons, but you can. How can you define a why like this? Remember the 4 minutes? You need to learn how to read, write, how to speak, and listen and understand. So that can be your why. My why is I want to learn the 4 abilities and be comfortable to travel, to listen to music, watch a movie, series, etc., etc. Of course, your timing, your period of learning is going to be different, because now we're talking about 4 different levels of understanding. You are working your listening ability, your writing, reading. It's going to be much bigger than the guy who just want to play the video game. I hope I answer your question, because you cannot just learn one thing. Of course, you're going to learn other things as well, but you have to define what you want. Fluence, it's possible, but it takes time. It's going to take you much time than just learn English to go to a video game and passing from level to level. Okay? All right. Let's see another question here. We have a question. See here. Sophia. Sophia is asking, I'm on class for 2 years now, and I wanna know how can I direct my studies. I have so much materials. How can I direct my study? See, I hope I can answer your question properly, Sophia. It's you have so many materials, probably books and CDs and websites, and I don't know what you have with you. But if you have so much material, you have to learn how to, let's use the word, you have to not define, you have to filter, that's the word. You have to filter on the filter paper and take only what's important for your why. And remember, it's important to have a discipline of studies Monday to Monday, not Monday, only Mondays, Monday to Monday, and gradually working toward this information. But if you try to figure out information where you can, let's use an example. Try to get all this material. How can you work your listening ability, your speaking ability, your read and write ability? Try to, from all this material, how can you create a study guide, daily, weekly guide, where you can one day work your listening and your speaking, your listening and your reading, your listening and you. I don't know if you noticed, Sophia, that I'm talking about listening every day. It's because it's very important to learn how to read and write and speak. But the four abilities, the most important is to listen. You have to create a study plan or a study guide or whatever that you always put first a listening as your starting point. Listen more than speak. Reading, write is okay, but try to listen more than you try to speak. If you are speaking, listen more. Let's put the way as 70 to 30%. 70% listen, 30% speaking. All right? And then you're going to be able to understand on the long process. It's much important to listen than speak. That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. You have to listen more than speak, okay? And also because it's helping you to improve your vocabulary, to understand different accents, but so forth, okay? We have another question here from Sandra. Sandra is asking here, how can I define my why and my how when I'm already studying in a school? Wow. I don't want to knock schools and franchise and teachers and lecturers and private teachers. I don't want. This video is from my students from the community social project that we have in São André and some private students. If you are not my student, you just receive an invitation. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for following me. But speak to your teacher, speak to your school. It's going to be hard. That you want to define, it's going to be complicated. It's going to be complicated because the schools already have a plan. And they have their own material. It's a difficult question because I don't want to knock schools in. But if you have a private teacher, if you are studying by yourself, it's much easier. When you study from a school, it's hard because they already have a plan for you. The 6 year, the 5 years, 6 years plan. And I don't know how can I help you, because what I can do is keep doing what you're doing. You're right on track. But try to make a sideline plan. There's a school plan. Let's say they have a 5 years studying the entry level, the intermediary, the advanced, whatever. And you do your own study on the side. Let's say if you create your plan B, and if you understand what I'm saying, I can speak to you via email, and I can help you to create a study guide that can help you to actually to improve and create the sideline working plan. Because schools, they already have a 5 year plan, and I will not I will knock this because it's trouble. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for solution. Okay. We are closing now. Some students are leaving, and just for the last question before I go, I have so many questions. I'm going to answer you guys via email. Please leave your email on the video and in the question, and I'll answer to you. The last question is, you spoke about the why. What his name is? Roberto. Roberto is asking, you spoke about the why and how, and certainly have another, of course, Roberto. And as I spoke in the beginning of the video, tonight I'm speaking about the why and how. The following week for our free web class, I'm going to certainly talking about new points that you have to be aware of. The why and how is for our web class today. The following week, we're going to talk about some techniques. I spoke about the shadowing techniques. I'm going to direct you for some websites, for some good teachers that I follow them on the channels on the YouTube. And my aim here is to help students to go to the process without stress, without struggles and tribulations. Okay, so guys, that's it. We are finishing our class, and if you like, just give you a joinha, just give a like on the page and share with your friends. And next week we'll see you again with our second web class, free web class, certainly only in English. I'm sorry for the students that are still learning English. Certainly on the few weeks you're going to be able to understand everything. So God bless you until next time, and remember, keep studying, keep working, and soon, very soon, you're going to get to the end. I'm finishing now. Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody, and I'll see you certainly soon on our classes, on Skype or Hangout class. And please don't forget to leave your questions on the video. And it's going to be on YouTube just now. I'll see you. Bye bye.